everybody. The people in the next village asked me not to use the microphone, so if you can't hear me, let me know. Right, we'll start properly. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. For those of you who know me, I'm Adam, Alex's younger brother. Now, some things are supposed to be together, like bread and butter, Torval and Dean, Laurel and Hardy. It's together that they are stronger and better than on their own. So I'm pleased, especially for you, Nick, to take that back together. We like that fight. Seriously. Not only is it lovely to see Alex and Nick, beautiful mother of these two little angels, finally tie the knot. It's an extra special honour to be standing here with Alex's best man. Thank you very much. My brother's always made me welcome in his life, and I can count his friends as my own, which means a lot to me. I also know that he's always there for me, and he's always got my back as I have his. Now, I know it's the usual patter to pay everyone a compliment, and although I never like to conform with normality, it has to be said, but this is a fantastic wedding. Yeah? Yay! Hasn't rained yet? No. But it's been a long time coming. So, we've all had a lovely day. I'm sure you'll all agree that Nick looks absolutely gorgeous today. Yeah. As you all know, Nick has her hands full looking after 3 Williams boys, often with one attached to her hip. So it's so nice to see you dressed to the nines, and your beautiful wedding dress. My brother's a lucky man. Yeah. Now everyone loves a bridesmaid.
Hello.
Is that not true? And it's great to see the family affair continue, with Lisa looking absolutely fabulous. And I don't know if you all know, but Lisa and her usher of choice, Rob.
Might
not be later.
It wasn't later. But they will be tying the knot, and I've got a little bit lost. But we'd like to wish them all the best. So we have a little toast to them. Lisa and Rob, come on, get in it. Right, ushers. You could be called the unsung hero of the wedding party. So we're not going to go on about you for too long. But if you could stand up, I'm sorry, I know you got a fella there. We can have the ushers standing up for a second. There the ushers.
Name one thing you've done.
Right, if anyone needs a drink this evening, these guys are your non-mental drink fetchers. After failing...
It's like the stag do all over again.
That's a good thing. After failing to adequately perform their forfeits on the stag. Can I just take this opportunity, on behalf of the ushers, myself and Lisa, thank you for allowing us to be part of your wedding party. It's an honour for all of us. Thank you very much. Right. Now, these guys here, the ushers, and many others, were present on the double stag to Ishkul. And I'll never forget the sight of my brother and Matt running down the main street and down the travelator in true cartoon fashion as Batman and Robin. It's safe to say that even if our skiing and snowboarding wasn't up to par, our après-ski was impeccable. Right. There's actually some Williams pear brandy kicking around for those who want to recreate some big air hooks later. Or maybe the flaming string across the ceiling. It seems to be quite a chilled venue, so I'm sure they're going to have no issue with it whatsoever. Right. One final thanks is to Dave. Thank you for lowering the bar of best man speech. So enough of the niceties. You all probably want to hear me dish a bit of dirt on my big brother. So what can I tell you about Alex Williams, aka Wilbur? Froggy, Wendell, Colin from EastEnders, Eraserhead. Any more? Any I've missed?
Jimmy Somerville. Jimmy Somerville.
Let me first say, Alex, it's hard to stand up here and make a fool out of you. on your wedding day, despite everything you've done. They say that blood's thicker than water, and anyone who's seen you putting together a wardrobe knows you're thicker than both. Apparently there's many benefits of being a big brother. Did you know that? No. You never had to wear hand-me-downs. Well, I think we actually had a few hand-me-ups.
Right, Tommy.
You didn't have to live up to expectations, but again, the bar was never set too high. But I couldn't imagine going through life without a big brother always showing me that life can't be that tricky. Right, now I've got unconfirmed memories of watching you singing in the school choir. Now, that was a secondary school, so you weren't really selling it to me. That's true?
Yeah, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
Good spot, guys.
Right, now before you go get the impression that Alex is very saintly, I'm sure it's going to come as a big surprise to a lot of you, especially you, Grandma. He's actually been arrested as a football hooligan.
Alison, you must be so proud.
In his defence, he wasn't actually the hooligan they were trying to arrest, but a classic case of the wrong place at the wrong time. The main reason the story sticks in my head is due to the fact that he was wearing my tracksuit trousers at the time, a classic example of the hand-me-up. And when he returned them, the tie cord was missing. It appeared that due to his distress of being accused of being a football hooligan, the police had removed it so he didn't cause himself any harm. All true.
Yeah.
One of my brother's passions is Watford Football Club. Now, we watched them at my grandma's in 1984 in the FA Cup final. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But basically that got us used to following Watford. You've got to laugh at Watford, surely.
I'm cheering.
Well, we've had many a beer over the years on the big match days, with the high point being to see them promoted to the Premier League. I think there's a term for this, it's a fair weather fan.
Yeah.
That's what we are. Right, on to the fishing. Another of my brother's big passions is his fishing. It was actually while fishing, yes, but he found out that Nick was pregnant with Louis. Only catching a fish could have surprised him more. It's only relatively recently that he's actually started catching fish. This is not least due to the NASA-designed fishing equipment that Q would have been proud of, or even Ben 10 for that matter. Yeah. After getting a name for himself for getting his line caught in bird's nest tangles, often with someone a mile away on the other side of the lake, who can only stand there, open-mouthed, and their rod disappears into the water, hearing my brother screaming, "I've only got one!" But it's my cousin who had the ultimate honour of watching my brother's finest fishing hour. Alex lost his footing when wading in the shallows, steadied himself, declaring, "No, I'm all right," before disappearing up to his neck in water. It's been rumoured that the fish actually threw him back. So back to gadgets. Alex has a thing for the latest Apple must-have product, be it the iMac, the iBook, the iPod this, the iPod that, and now the iPad. Now, Louis and Ben have been feeling a little bit left out and are now considering changing their name to I Won't and I Don't Want To. On a recent trip to the O2 Centre with the whole gang to watch How to Train Your Dragon in 3D, remember that? Good. My brother sloped off to the Sony 3D showroom and pretty much convinced himself that he really did need a 3D TV. Nick, in years to come, when you walk into the lounge and find my brother writhing around on the floor in a virtual reality, please take a picture and put it on Facebook. Right. My brother's always provided a venue for get-togethers over the years. I'll never forget the Reeds, my brother's first flat, with its swivel recliner chairs and great big telly, kicking back, playing Bond or Super Mario. I don't think it's going to be long until these guys are following his example. Then on to crazy nights in Clapham, with its most amazing greengrocers. My brother's fruit bowl was overflowing. But it's certainly best to see them settled in Sevenoaks in a family home with all their creature comforts, where you're every bit the solid unit that welcomes friends and family alike for parties, barbecues, Christmases and New Years. You're great hosts, and I'm always more than welcome in your home, which is lovely.
Is that open invite?
I'm always
My editor there, George, you copied that one a little bit. Now, I've been asked to pass on a couple of messages. The first is from Rachel and Scott in Sydney, Australia. I'm going to spare you my Australian accent.
Oh, no.
Come on!
Go on.
Hi there!
Oh, Australian, not Pakistan. South Africa.
South African, no. We send our love and best wishes. We are sorry we can't be with you to celebrate and join in the festivities. We hope that your day with all your family and friends is as special as both of you. And that you have many happy years together ahead of you. Nikki, I love you. And I'm glad that my special friend has found true happiness with such a fantastic chap. You wanted it? Thank you, we send all our love and hugs and hope to see you soon. Rachel, Scott and Lyndon. Right, next we have a message from someone called Dougie from Ishmael. Wishing you both a very happy wedding and big love to Davey. Right, now I'm going to keep it relatively brief, but these guys are behaving themselves splendidly. But before you think you got off the hook too lightly, we've got time for another little story. But I've decided not to mention the sleepwalking, being ejected from a German nightclub in Full Lederhovens twice in the same evening, and that was just last year. Or doing a Moby to Miss Mac. And all the other tales that brought us to this day. So now we've got charged glasses at front, I suggest we get down to the serious business of having a bloody good party, catch up with some faces we haven't seen for a while, and celebrate the union of the Williamses and the Barrys. So please join me and raise your glasses to my brother Alex and me.
Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, there are two more people that want to speak, that possibly want to speak.
Do you want to say something?
say hello, everybody. Hello, Louis.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing Mr. Bentley. Mommy and Daddy sitting in the sea. I-S-S-I-N-G kissing.
No, not one of you.
Cool.